Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Good tidings to you. This is SpeedGaming 6, and we are here with the Week 7 of the Link to the Past Randomizer League. This is the Co-op Randomizer Week, and our two teams today are Boomer Friendly versus NewSwagaJackson. Don Veneer and Scrub Casual representing Boomer Friendly, and Walter the Fourth and Wall Kicks representing NewSwagaJackson. My name is TJ Melstrom. I will be one of your commentators today. I am joined by Killer App 23. How you doing, Killer App?
I'm doing great, TJ. How are you doing this fine Saturday?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing all right. Pretty relaxed, pretty chill. It's lazy. It's a lazy Saturday.
Yeah.
And our tracker doing double duty today is the glorious Southern Crunchy, Mr. Nojibato. So thank you for the tracking, Nojibato. Really appreciate it. This is a game with some interesting playoff implications going on here. NewSwagaJackson will have to win both of these games in order to be in contention for the playoff spot. That will at least put them tied with the next highest team. And Boomer Friendly, I believe, is unfortunately, at the bottom of their particular group, so I'm not sure the implications of that. I might have some invitational implications, but the playoff implications are immediate for NewSwagaJackson here. And we are underway. Some divergence going up here. We got some early bombs in the sanctuary. Oh yeah, you do start with boots in this mode. I did forget to mention that.
Mm-hmm. It's the only notable item you start with. Everything else is just regular open mode. They'll be sharing their info as far as between the teammates, so...
We got some bombs from this tree pull. We have a decent amount of bombs, although in an Randomizer scenario, I don't think you really want to rely on bombs for going into Hyrule Castle, so I don't expect either of them to go in there right now, except maybe to get the first chest if they're really ambitious.
There's 300 rupees in Bonk Rock, so nice early money for the teams.
Looks like Wall Kicks is going to brave a little bit more. Maybe feeling comfortable with those 7 bombs.
Only bombs on Lumberjack.
10 bombs. Well, we won't have any of that today. Walkick's just restocking his bomb count, not going any further.
I like this play by Wall Kicks, immediately going South Shore. So, because his teammate Walther can go to Kakariko checks.
We get a sword in the Lost Woods for his trouble there. We'll see what kind of value we get out of this play from Wall Kicks, although I'm sure he'd rather have that sword going into Mini Moldorm Cave. We don't know what's in any place, by the way, since the enemies are indeed shuffled.
Also, we saw that the back of Sahashula's hut by Scrub Casual had nothing.
You kind of want to get all those early spheres out of the way as quickly as possible. Oh boy, this is why boots can be a detriment. You just run into this stuff just sitting in the field there.
Yeah, especially where you don't know what spawns because of Randomizer.
Alright, well, we're gonna get a pretty dense item check in here right now. Wall Kicks, unfortunately, I think finding shadow demons in that, which is really tricky to kill with bombs, so he's gonna have to come back to that later.
Yeah, especially since he knows where his sword is.
Not quite sure what happened to Scrub Casual here, but hopefully we'll get him back up shortly. Blind's Hut not having really any progression. Got some niceties and some comfort, but there we go. Scrub Casual seems to be back now. And Wallkick's opting not to set up for a a water walk, not a fake flipper. Probably just interested in getting that sword as quickly as possible.
Yeah. A
Well,
lot of
Dawn and
progression
Walter kind of just back to back here.
there. Both teams pretty much on par
Pretty
with each other.
much. You know, so far, this Kakariko is kind of dead.
Where is the progression?
Who cares? They don't need progression. They're good enough. They can handle it. Which is 3 hearts and a fighter sword. We got it. Oh, look. There's a single chicken in Chicken Hut. Probably eaten by that one shadow demon.
Yeah.
There we go. Winner, winner. For just a 20 piece. I was almost expecting wall kicks to go right back to South Shore to Mini Moldorm Cave. Seeing as how Kakariko is not really paying off at all here. We got some big money, so that might be what he's doing. And it looks like he's actually... That's exactly what he's doing right now. Okay.
Probably heading straight back to Mini Moldorm Cave here. And looks like Scrub Cash will be meeting him there.
This is still going to be a pain in the neck, but... Ooh, watch out. Oh, who was it? Was it Tom Petty that said the waiting is the hardest part?
Yep.
He's not wrong. Finally, we get to see what's in here. Something should be in here. Like, we haven't seen anything pop up anywhere. Now, there's a cape. Are we thinking
boy.
and flippers. And a Master Sword. And a mirror. Okay, that was it. It's a one cave over there.
Put everything in one place.
Right.
Thanks, Steve.
So I'm thinking there may be a lamp somewhere. When you find 2 swords and a cape in the early game, I'm thinking our Dark World access might actually be Aga. What a cave that was. Oh, boy.
Gondo in front of Escape. Didn't see the first item there.
Unfortunately not. Dawn does have a small key in his inventory, so I think it's reasonable to assume that's what that was.
Yep.
Thanks to our tracker Noshi for that information. I did not get to see what's on the ledge from wall kicks over there, although if he doesn't get it, I'm sure it's not going to be necessary.
Well, there looks like he's taking a dip into Eastern.
Well, what's interesting about Eastern Palace in Randomizer is that you don't actually need a bow to complete it. Not necessarily. You may need other items to finish what is certainly a shuffled boss in this dungeon, so we'll see how far we can get in here. We got flute. That's our Death Mountain access, and a bottle opening up Sick Kid in Kakariko, so yet another thing that oh, that's a hookshot on that island. So here's what I'm thinking, Killer App. I'm thinking this is going to be an Aga required seed, yes? And then we're gonna have to go into the water, swim over that island, get the hookshot, and then use that hookshot to get over to the west end of the Dark World.
That is definitely a possibility.
That's where I see this headed. All we're missing is a lamp.
Bomb strats here from Don. Bomb and sword.
Could save a little bit of time if you're Johnny on the spot with those bombs. You're about to get this stacked mini Moldorm cave right here. What a delightful little sequence of items that was. So far, Eastern Palace not really paying off that much. But we do have a flute. we have mountain access. We can get. There is only one check in logic up on the mountain right now without that lamp. I'm sorry, excuse me. We do have the mirror, so we can get the Tower of Hera from there. I was mistaken. And I didn't quite catch that boss check right there, although chat is setting that it was blind.
Yeah.
Okay. That could be a pain in the neck for Walter. You can't really set up a script as you could in Thieves Town. Kind of low on health. You
won't have that cape, but no magic anyway to really use it. Oh, Ball Kicks did get a full magic drop.
Correct.
I say that.
Not to mention the fact that your fighter sword doesn't quite have the reach that your master sword does.
Mm-hmm.
So with Walter's screen frozen here, we don't really have that much new information yet. And here we are. Oh boy. Oh. See, this is the danger of doing dark rooms in Randomizer. This is quite definitely a freeze frame of danger right now. There's a lot going on in this room. And a lot of it not very good, but it looks like he made it through. Wow, these are really annoying spikes.
Yep.
Walter checking his inventory, but realizing very quickly he does not have very much to work with. That bomb was a nice little assist from that Hinox over there.
Mm-hmm.
So well done. Good job. Tag team champions of the world over here. And as good as that Hinox was in this other room, this doorway, MVP right now. Well done by Walter from that. That was very good use of that doorway to protect him from all of that incoming damage that was surely about to happen.
Here comes blind.
Yeah, it needs to be really careful over here. 5 hearts is not a lot, and this fight can get really out of control really fast.
These pause strats.
Oh, takes a laser. Oh, boy.
Oh, I would have waited until blind got to the bottom there.
Probably,
makes it 10 times worse.
Haste makes waste, right?
Yeah. Oh, we have a moon pearl on the back of escape.
Hello.
So interesting.
That tells me that there is definitely a fire source coming up sometime soon. Possibly on the mountain. Possibly on blind, although if Walter's not careful, we won't find out anytime soon. He's got one more hit left, so...
Yeah, and a whole nother phase to go.
And a little bit of a dance to go through before this, so... Oh boy. Scrub Casual is going up the mountain, but I will admit right now that my eyes are fixated on Walter.
I'll keep an eye on there. What do we have? Just bombs there. So, something's...
Oh, Walter gets it.
Very nice.
Clutch.
Job, Walter.
Clutch,
oh my goodness.
clutch. Absolutely clutch. Woo! Ooh. Well done. No progression, but it's done and he doesn't have to come back to it. Wall kicks with that cape is going to have a much easier time. And we're going to get our first look at Tower of Hera from Scrub Casual. Which is going to have a lamp. I'm calling it right now.
And there it is. We have Aga access.
Yep. This is going exactly as I had foreseen.
Oh, and a glove at sick kit.
The glove at sick kit. That's annoying. It's a good thing we got... It's a good thing that flute was acquired to get us back there. Although Walter doesn't have a bottle yet. However, with that flute, it won't be that bad getting back there.
Yeah, and Wally will be able to check it right here.
Correct, yeah.
Activating the flute. So he'll have that information.
Now, what are the chances that Agina's Cave will have the hammer? Oh,
It has a sword. That's really nice.
It's about as powerful.
Yeah. It's like Walter's heading there, right there to check it too.
This is going to be his second sword upgrade. Or rather, first sword upgrade, but second sword. So Walkish is about to go up to Tower of Hera to find his hammer. Not hammer, excuse me, lamp. We're putting off completing the dungeon for now, although I think it's a crystal if Walter's tracker is any indication.
I didn't see if they had a compass for the boss information.
Nor did I. Let's see how far Walkish goes in there. He's gonna get his lamp. Which you're gonna tell him like, hey, this is an aga seed. Unless there's a hammer. Alright. And we are heading up the dungeon to finish it off. From Wall Kicks here.
Nice color for the Igors there. Confusing.
Oh, yeah, that would have thrown me off.
Yeah.
I wonder if Scrub Casual saw that and left.
Might have.
That is very misleading. But I do not think Randomizer logic will put those enemies in
enemy
doorways that require. Yeah, I don't think they'll put enemies like that require special items to kill in doorways that open up after everything is cleared out. And we got Titans-Smith over in.
Wow.
There it goes right there, right off the bat. The Aga play is out of the question now. The hints were all there, but nope. Juked.
Nice early cape to take a lot of the annoyingness out of this Vidi fight.
Yeah, or pretty much take everything out of this Vitreous fight.
Yeah, having Temper Sword too for the...
Ooh, Dawn just
eyeball.
missing that last eye.
Oh, it's gonna be annoying.
Just a bit. There we go, he got it.
Balkix here having to use Master Sword into Tempered. Gonna take a little bit longer.
And he needs to be careful.
Yeah, it took a hit. But
And it's done. And that is crystal number 2. Or rather, crystal number 1 for Dawn Venera and Wall Kicks, but crystal number 2 for Walter coming up. So now that we have Titans-Smith and we have Dark World access from that, I wonder if we're going to make a mad dash for that hook shot and then go... we can't get into Ice Palace.
Well, you could see him go for that hook shot and head straight back up the mountain to do all of Dark Death Mountain.
You know what we haven't seen? I don't think Wall Kicks checked the Sick Kid, so he doesn't know there's another glove on there.
I thought he did.
No, Wall Kicks has the glove from Tower of Hera.
Could have swore I saw him check Sick Kid while he activated his flute. Near picking up the
Okay,
neutral
yeah.
here.
Wall Kicks definitely has his Titan's Mitt. He just lifted up that rock in Misery Mire. And we have it looked like a green pendant in Palace of Darkness, but that's all I got to see.
I think Skullwoods was a pendant as well.
There's our hammer. Wow, what a find. We're just go right to where the hammer is. Thanks, Wall Kicks. Alright, so we do apologize, but we're having some tracking issues here. So some of the information may not be updated, so you'll have to forgive me if I make any calls based on the information in front of me. But Wall Kicks definitely has a hammer. And we're finally getting some new ground over here from Dawn, as he's the first to enter into Village of Outcasts, finding a bottle in the chest game, although we've already had one pay off. Very nice move from Wall Kicks to go right into Misery Mire area with that flute. Not only did it luck out, not only did he get lucky with that the hammer find, but because he has a mirror, he'll be able to do Desert Palace or just leave if he felt like it. Now, Thieves Town is interesting in an Randomizer situation. It turns it into a completely different dungeon, where normally you would have to go all the way down to the basement to rescue the maiden and bring it into the sunlight spot, making this a very linear dungeon. Randomizer changes this such that you could just go right into the boss room and just fight the boss without having to go through the rest of the dungeon. So you can leave a lot of stuff behind in Thieves Town if you're unlucky. I'd be curious to see if Dawn will just clear the dungeon or just go see the boss first.
Looks like Wall Kicks heading to see the boss. I think the boss has the compass, so we won't know what it is, but he did pick up Quake inside Desert.
Dawn has opted to leave rather than fight the boss in Thieves Town. So neither checking the rest of the dungeon or going to finish. Walter's going to check Lumberjack to see if Aga is still required in this seed. And we know it's bombed, so we won't know. We know we won't need to do it. So a complete misdirect from the opening spheres of this seed here.
It's like coming into play here too from Wally as Helmosaur is the boss here in Desert.
Well, you can do this with bombs, but it's certainly a lot more, well, a lot less annoying with the hammer. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Grub Casual is going to get the hammer coming up here. I'd be curious to see what Dawn Vineyard does when this information is discovered. If there'll be a hard about face, or if it will continue on with the Smith chain. I expect at least the chest to be dropped off.
I don't know if we said before, but Quake is the Meyer medallion.
And we did just find that Quake in Desert Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams has full knowledge of that hammer now. It looks like Dawn is going to go and finish off the Smith chain here. Very convenient hammer, too. It means we don't have to go around the world to get this hookshot sitting on the island here. Wall Kick's taking a visit to our old friend Johnny Two Bombs, who's fallen on hard times and hasn't had the items lately. Johnny Ice Rods. Look at this. We haven't seen a Trinex yet, and we might not. So that Ice Rod is a nice, comfortable piece to have in your inventory in case a Trinex pops up. But we do need a Fire Rod in order to make that work. So that thing is useless until we find its companion piece. Walter doing a map check. Did you happen to catch where the red crystals were?
The desert was in the light world was one, and Turtle Rock is the other.
Okay, so we have Desert Palace as one, Turtle Rock as the other. We've been able to finish Turtle Rock, but we can't do Desert Palace just yet. I'm sorry, the other way around, pardon me. We can finish Desert, but we can't get into Turtle Rock. And not without that cane.
Scrub forgot to get the small key out of the big chest, so I have to go back and get it.
Routing this dungeon is a pain in the neck.
Mm-hmm.
Taking a death. Making it harder than it needs to be. And here's the hook shot from Walter. Thank you very much. So now we have unfiltered access into Swamp Palace, which is a blue pendant. There is a lot that can be in there. And we're here back. Walk his stream back just in time to see this Paradox Cave here. Lots of bottles in this seed so far. Very comfortable situation with the health.
Mm-hmm.
And not really much else. Walker's probably picking up that hook shot before heading up here. Probably intending to do Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny along the way. Scrub Casual taking another death. I did not see what got him this time. Although with that mirror, I can't believe it was intentional.
Single arrow on the pyramid there.
Let's see our method of ingress for Turtle Rock here. What we got? Forever a mystery. Thank you. All right.
Just anticipation.
Yes.
Well, they're going here to turn into mushroom that they got from Hype Cave. As Wally looks here in Hookshot Cave.
Fortunately, did not get to see what Turtle Rock was.
There's
our fire rod, so now we are perfectly insulated from the wrath of Trinex.
And also that means... Oh, and there's our fourth sword in Hookshot Cave.
Yeah,
Good lord.
like very, very comfortable seed so far.
Very comfortable. With that fire rod, I believe we can beat every boss in the game now.
Yes, we can. It's always nice having these co-op games where you can have partners check these out-of-the-way inconvenient things you never want to do, like Catfish for a bug net. That, as far as I'm concerned, is just an inventory slot.
Fortunately, didn't get to see what was required for Turtle Rock as far as medallion. Walter's heading back and a hook shot across, looks like. And do our North Dark World checks. Has mirror and cape, so check every check. Get every check here.
There's Ether, so two of our medallions are known. Misery Mire is Quake, and we're still trying to find out what the entryway into Turtle Rock is. I'm going to try to keep everybody apprised of what's going on with the Don Verner's stream is frozen, unfortunately, on the restream, but I can tell you that he's currently going through Desert Palace at this time, on his way to the boss, which is Almasaur. All right, I have to imagine Wallkicks is going to get that fire rod as soon as possible. I don't believe you wait for the red K in order to try to scum that mushroom. But no, I think he's going right to number 2. Yeah, here he goes. Just going right there.
Yep. Bombs at the top of Bumper Cave.
Mm-hmm. All right, we can do Skullwoods now.
Yeah.
And I don't think a Trinax is going to be there, so. However, it's also a pendant.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Dawn has just finished Desert Palace.
I'm surprised the wall kicks is going here to pod because you can't beat it. Opting to dip pod instead of full clearing Ice Palace, which is available.
That's true. That is a very interesting choice. Possibly wondering if there's like there could be a bow back there, and we know we won't have a bow lock side. You can just go and clear most of the dungeon besides the boss.
Mm-hmm. And possibility of maybe getting Kane in here to make Ice Palace a much quicker clear. But
it's certainly a little bit ambitious.
Definitely.
At this time, Dawn is currently making his way through Thieves Town. Walter seems to be in the same spot. We're going to see a boss check here. Nope, we're not. Okay. Dawn is opting to check the rest of the dungeon. But you'll get to see everything that is happening in Thieves Town on the Walter side of things. And I'm curious to see where this Palace of Darkness play by Walkix goes. And we may actually see what Turtle Rock Medallion is coming up from Scrud Casual. Now that we know where Ether is as well.
Like Land Mole is here in Thieves Town. Quick kill with the fire rod here.
Nicely done for Walter. We got a. Does he go back into the dungeon to check the rest of it? It looks like no. So I can tell you that the compass is in the attic of Thieves Town.
Yeah. Thieves Town always a quick flute over with myths and stuff, so.
Right.
Not a bad play just to maybe come back later. Maybe if Ice Palace doesn't pay out or something.
Yeah. We do have easy, like you said, easy access to it. That was the worst BMOS I think of all time.
Yeah.
Just sitting there in the middle of the road. We have the worst roadblock ever.
I'd say spike rollers are probably the worst roadblocks you could find.
You're right. You're right. Well, the thing about spike rollers is that they move. We have a bow inside of the Thieves Town big chest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So again, we apologize for the stream here, but Dawn Verder is currently going through Thieves Town, and in that big chest is a bow.
So that is huge for Team Boomer Friendly. We'll finally see what our medallion here is Ether, so
yeah, Walter will have access to it if he finds his red cane.
Right.
Now, there is a chance that Wall Kicks will find another bow inside of Palace of Darkness, but there is a... Because of that one in Thieves Town, there's another one that's not out there. This Palace of Darkness not paying off for Wall Kicks right now. Not really finding anything.
Nope.
Oh, it is a pendant, so we don't really have to complete it. We may not even need that bow in this seed until we get to Gannett's Tower. So that bow could be inconsequential if there's another one in GT.
Well, you
And
don't
that
even need it to beat GT, so.
this is true. You don't even need it to get past the mimics. Like we may not even need that bow at all.
So yeah, we're looking at Canis Maria Go mode. For both teams.
Looks that way. And it's looking like it's an ice palace. Although we haven't seen Swamp yet.
And we could be in Vanilla and Meyer too.
Wouldn't that be fun? Although we do have Quake kind of pointing us there, so it's entirely possible. Right now, Dawn Veneer is going through Eastern Palace, opting to open up Palace of Darkness and possibly going through it. The only way that bow is going to be significant is if the Palace of Darkness boss has the red cane. It's extremely unlikely, but possible.
See what Walther does here. Could go into Swamp. Might go to Ice. Yep.
Yeah.
I like to play that person.
I like to play at Ice Palace first.
Mm-hmm.
I think a mistake a lot of people make is waiting for that red cane as long as possible to go into Ice Palace, and sometimes it's just in there, and you have to accept reality and just go. And it looks like Walter is doing that.
See what horror lies waits for us in the switch room with the ice floor.
Oh yeah, the horrors of Randomizer are always the most fun thing. Although my favorite part of Randomizer is the Gannett's Tower climb. You know the torch room with the collapsing floor.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find enemies spawning like on top of holes right there, and they just spin uncontrollably, and it is hysterical. Just absolutely hysterical. Or sometimes you'll cut open a bush and just see like some shimmering, blinking head just flying away, and you're like, "What the heck is this?"
Of course, there's 3 anti-fairies in that room when you don't have the powder. Of course there is.
Animators are the best.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these anti-fairies are the worst.
So, Wild Kick's getting our first look here into Skull Woods. Full clearable.
Yeah, it looks like Wallkicks has volunteered to be the pendant person of Team NewSwagaJackson.
And there confirms that bow in Thieves Town.
Yes. Once again, another update from Dawn Veneer. Dawn Veneer has just finished Eastern Palace. Another crystal to add to their collection. Has both Fire Rod and Ice Rod. Oh, this room is cute. Now we're seeing just how much of a pain in the neck it is to route this dungeon without that red cane.
Mm-hmm.
You can certainly understand why people wait for that thing to go through this. Even with the red cane, or without the red cane, nobody does this dungeon in logic ever. We never do it the intended way. I'd be very curious to see what Dawn Veneer is doing in Pod after finding that bow in Thieves Town. And currently exploring it. No, you don't want to get wall mastered right now. Watch out, Walter.
Yeah, worst spot for that is right before
Mm-hmm.
Ice Palace boss.
Oh man, that's going through the entire dungeon again. Set up the bomb jump
cane.
again. And Kane is right here. Okay, never mind. But we love it when the cane is there, right? That's the spot we love. If it's not going to be somewhere outside of Ice Palace, it better be in that chest.
Yeah.
All right, so right now, the only untreaded waters we have right now are from Team NewSwagaJackson. Walker's going through Skull Woods. Walter going through Ice Palace, and I think that was the third item. No, that was only the second.
Yeah, it was second.
There it is. That's the wrong color!
Oh. In the blue dungeon, though.
Yeah, right? Same shape, different color. That's what happens where you subject it to cold temperatures for a while.
Mm-hmm. And about the best place for a cold stare fight in Skull Woods, where the spikes do extra damage. So,
not to mention the fact that the conveyor belt is disabled.
Yeah, best of both worlds.
Yeah. Strawberry Kiwi Helmosaur. I love this pink mask. It's the greatest. This is my favorite spot for Helmosaur in the Randomizer seed. Is that our second
one? A Capri Sun.
Unleash the power of the sun. Making me thirsty, Killer App. Come on. It looks like Dawn is, in fact, going to the boss of Palace of Darkness, so I'll keep an eye on that and keep everybody informed as to what Dawn finds over there.
Probably heading into Thieves Town. Probably, most likely, they'll check the back since Walter did it, but we'll see here.
I think that would be the best decision they could make, and I expect it to happen. Wallkicks has gone through 2 pendant dungeons without really finding anything.
Mm-hmm.
And Walter has gone through several crystal dungeons without finding what he needs. And they're both looking for that red cane. Walter is going to go into Swamp. And Wall kicks going into the back of Thieves Town, which Walter didn't do. Will expedite their methods for finding this cane. I gotta tell you, whenever I skip that chest and I come in here, it is. I find that incredibly difficult to resist opening every single time. Every single time, I just can't. I can't leave it closed. We have a Mothula.
To note too that not only you get an item there off of the Bossa Pod, you also opens up both Green Pendant Turn In and Pedestal.
The book is on the Palace of Darkness boss.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. So that could possibly be disastrous. Not to mention the fact that it's also a Green Pendant Turn In.
And it looks like Wall Kicks just went straight to the boss, so
there you go. Let's see if he decides to go back in. And that's a big fat nope.
okay.
And we're gonna see this Green Pendant Turn In. It is bombs.
Okay.
So it hasn't paid off yet, so stay of execution for NewSwagaJackson.
So our cane has to be either here in Swamp, in Mire, or on the Pedestal, I believe. Or the book.
Yeah, it could be on either
tablet.
The
two tablets. Yeah,
which is where Dawn is heading right now. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the frozen block that we see in Dawn Veneer's section. I'm going to try to keep everybody apprised of what's going on. You can also follow our runners and see for yourself if you like. Once again, pulling quadruple duty for us is Nochi Bato, so thank you so much for tracking, Nochi. Really appreciate that. And I did miss what was on the ether tablet, unfortunately, but I can tell you it was not the red cane.
See Wall Kicks heading into Mire. Double spikes here.
No fun.
Luckily not in the way to get the diver down here.
That is true. That was pretty brazen from Walter. You could potentially not be able to get a diver down trick over here if the enemy placement is too in your way. You may have to go the long way. You may even have to reset if you commit to it. Oh my gosh. It's not Canis Samaria, but we have silver arrows on top of Bombo's tablet, so both bows are locked behind that Thieves Town.
Good gravy.
Yeah. Well, it's not locking the red cane, so that's good news for NewSwagaJackson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so only thing that would help Boomer Friendly at this point if it's on Pedestal.
That's correct. But I expect either Walter or Walkix to be finding it shortly.
And of course, early Bosky here in Mire.
Every single time when you can't do it.
A side swamp checks here for Walther. 10 arrows on the left. And there's a hard piece on the right.
Scrub casual making his way through Ice Palace. Won't really find anything, but it is necessary, and we got to do it. And his partner Dawn Veneer currently going through Misery Mire. We'll see everything Dawn is doing through Walkix's eyes. Walkix wisely using the lamp instead of the fire rod, realizing not enough magic to light these torches. This cane is being really, really elusive. Now you see, this is a very difficult diver down for right here. This anti fairy, I think, will prevent you from being able to do it. So Walter, I think, might as well just leave.
Yeah, I think it's stuck in a loop there.
Just go, yeah. Sometimes these enemy placements just will not allow you to do these cool tricks which you've gotten used to doing. And that is one time. It's fortunate it wasn't in the other place where you'd have to leave the dungeon and reset it.
Mm-hmm. First item there is bombs.
That doesn't help. When's the last time you saw this room, Killer Rat?
Wait, that exists?
No, well, not for me. Okay.
Getting to the nitty gritty here.
We certainly are.
No vanilla cane. Could be right next door.
Oh, there's one item in each of these dungeons, so there
it is. Oh my god! Orange vanilla.
Cane inside of Misery Mire.
And at 50 minutes flat, team NewSwagaJackson is in no mode. Or go mode, no mode.
No mode?
Yeah.
Go mode. Yeah, I think we can say go mode. I don't think we're not gonna need either of those bows.
Yeah. Which also spells impending doom for boomer friendly here. Getting both bows, not paying out for anything.
Right, well, the good news is that Dawn just found that red cane.
Mm-hmm.
So both having full knowledge of everything. Although, I'm sorry. Dawn does in fact have ether. So their team does in fact know everything. So Team Boomer Friendly is also in no mode. And Dawn hasn't done Ice Palace yet, so we'll be able to do that method with the Icebreaker. So will Walter, for that matter.
Walter's, I think, already done ice, so Wall Kicks will be the one doing.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
right.
I'm a mistake. I misspoke. What the heck is that? Ugh, gross. Some glitched out Hinox. Oh, it's like
yeah.
Like, you ever play Axiom Verge? It reminds me of Axiom Verge. Well, Dawn is going to have a much easier time with this fight than Wall Kicks is. Well, easier is one thing. Less tedious, I guess, is a better way of saying it. Less tedious, yeah. Significantly less tedious. And both Wall Kicks and Dawn getting their Misery Mire crystals around the same time. Dawn just before Wall Kicks having access to silver arrows, which I don't expect anybody else to get at all. This entire seed. Oh, Walter, be careful, man. You don't want to die in Desert Palace. All right, so Dawn and Wall Kicks right now are pretty much neck and neck. Dawn is slightly ahead with the faster almost killing Misery Mire. But I think Scrub Casual has a few more dungeons to do versus what Walter has to do. as well as the need to go pick up ether. So I hope Scrub Casual remembers to do that, unless that already happened. And I'm just not seeing it. Letting the moment breathe. Oh, this jerk of a Lionel Brock blocking the hook shot across. What a jerk. And Walter will probably head directly to that red cane, although as directly as anybody can get when the red cane is there in Misery Mire. But nothing else need be acquired. Walker's hitting up his strawberry kiwi, or what was it? Snapple sore? Yeah. Whatever works for you guys. Pink bubblegum mask. Looks delicious. I'd like to have it for dessert. Dawn took a wall master and got sent well behind wall kicks once again. So that's going to cost a little bit of time. If so many potions, wall kicks is just filling up on them. We haven't seen a Trinex yet, so we have no idea if that ice rod is even necessary. Although Trinex rarely likes to leave his home, and will likely be inside of Turtle Rock. Dawn is heading into his Helmosaur fight right now. Walkick's already on his way up to Turtle Rock. Scrub Casual. Misery Mire going to get that red cane. Without that wall master, I think Dawn Venera would have been in striking distance of wall kicks with the silver arrows advantage. But it's not like a sword spin Ganon with tempered sword takes very much longer anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And we have our one last bit of undiscovered country being Turtle Rock in here. No more mysteries to uncover. No more can I do this or can I not. Just a straight up dungeon crawl to a boss. We don't know who it is, but whoever it is, we got this.
Yep. Other than the keys, I don't think they'll be checking much else this seed.
Nah, pretty much. Yep. Wrong way.
And that's always nicer from an Randomizer. You can just dash through and not have to worry about
Right.
the
While
rollers.
true, out of habit, I still always ready that thing.
Yeah.
It's like the one place in Randomizer where I want to see rollers. It's the one place you're expecting them to be, so you're ready for it. It's one of the reasons I enjoy Randomizer so much. Is it really kind of messes with your predictability for playing this game, and beyond just the item locations, like pretty much everything in the game is there's like a specific set of methods for conquering each dungeon or getting through each situation. But Randomizer really throws it for a loop and makes you really think on your toes, and I really enjoy that.
All threes and dash pokes for the last night.
Yeah. You want to get those dash, otherwise you're going to poke for Master Sword damage.
Never get the big key, so the lava chest will not be needed.
Sorry, Nochi. So I'm going through Hookshot Cave, and I'm not sure why. Possibly get that level 4 sword. Okay.
Yeah, the other sword was in there.
Half magic has to be in GT, right?
Yeah, and powder. Either
Powder.
could be in TR as well. But
I got to tell you, I am really not accustomed to seeing the the top row of the inventory so empty at this point in the game. Well, I have to say that I think NewSwagaJackson is very fortunate for the crystal and pendant layout of this seed. If Palace of Darkness was a crystal, the advantage would clearly be to Team Boomer friendly. However, who knows how they would have routed any differently? They may have gone through Thieves Town a little more if that were the case. So it's really no use speculating on that because that is not what happened. It is in fact not reality. Unless you wanted to pretend to be, unless you want to pretend it's reality, and then hey, who am I to stop you? I'm not your boss.
Wall kick skipping the big chest will have to come down here to Laser Bridge to look for a small key.
There's a possibility that it will not be here.
We got our bloomer.
There we go, filling out that top row. All right. See, now I'm not so uncomfortable. Ooh, whoa. Wall kicks getting footloose and fancy free with these laser skips. There you go. Just use the cape. He'll get a magic refill. There he goes. We got it. All right. Now you can leave. We'll have to do this boss on 4 hearts or fewer, depending on how this room goes.
Oh, pretty trolley spot there for the
What a room!
for the BMOs, but
Roblox BMOS all over the place here. So a little curious fact about full magic refills: if you use magic while full, hey, look, guess who didn't get the memo? If you use magic while that meter is filling with a full magic refill decanter, it will just fill them. It will fill a full bar's worth of magic regardless. So you can actually use a little bit and you'll still end up full. All right, and assisted by the closet of one Johnny Two Bombs in Hype Cave, Trinex goes down for wall kicks.
And there's the powder.
There's powder. Well,
In
la
time
di
for
da.
GT. All right, folks. That means Wall Kicks has all 7 crystals, and now we play our famous GT guessing game, 1 through 22. How many chests will be needed to open for Wall Kicks to find the big key?
Flash torches. I'm gonna say wait for everyone to guess before I give my guess. But you know what? Nobody ever guesses 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and say 4.
Not a bad choice.
Yeah, it's always odd numbered single digit number or double digit number, but never 4. I'm gonna guess 4. And Wall Kicks is going left first.
Most likely, Wall Kicks will be checking out. Be the only one checking for the big key as Walther's still halfway through Turtle Rock.
Yeah. So Walter will probably go through Ganon's Tower with full knowledge of where everything is. Dawn is currently approaching Trinex at the moment. And that's what, 2? Number 3. Here we go. Number 4. Oh, okay. And number 5. There's half magic. All right. We did get a lot of keys over there.
Yeah.
So I heard somewhere that a lot of keys could mean that the right side is the play. And there's, what was that? I lost count already. Where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 7. Okay. This room also a lot less annoying without the Gibdos. Right. And number 8, love potion number 9, 10, and 11. So a little bit inefficient from wall kicks here, but oh, speaking of inefficient, Scrub Casual missing that top right torch there. Hopefully we'll have enough time to make it through. And gets... Oh, no! Oh!
Got one frame locked out.
Oh, that stinks. Ah!
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh,
that's
my God.
that's very unfortunate.
That stinks. Oy. Was that number 13 right there?
I was wondering where all the thieves were in the seed. They're all in that room.
This is 13. Dawn has opted to go full left here, so probably make up a little bit of time from this if this is in fact inside rando room over here. Here's number 14, 15, 16. Please be rupee. 17. Ah, well. That would have been hilarious. I'd have laughed very hard. Hey, look, there's a big key, but it's in Turtle Rock. I lost count again, by the way. So bad at this.
I think we're at 17.
Thank you, thank you, No Chibato, the hardest working man in this race. That's 18.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh, baby. The
Oh,
dream.
go, go, go! Ew, it's a good thing we found that half magic. Oh
Yeah.
boy! Oh god! No! 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 Oh man!
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Oh, so everybody, yeah. You can probably see just how terrible this fight is. This is probably one of the worst things you can see in Randomizer Seed. Probably one of the worst. It is. It is. First off, you're on ice, so ice physics, right? Secondly, these heads are erratic as all holy hell. So you're trying to balance ice physics with shooting these moving heads and then getting into position to slash said heads. Oh man. And Wall Kicks is just a single hit away from losing this fight and having to come all the way back here. Out of potions. I already used one in this fight and already used that cape. There you go. Not going to make it there in time, though. Oh, man. God, it's a good thing we found that half magic.
Yeah.
All right, that second
It's
head
about the best thing that could have happened for Boomer Friendly to catch up here, probably.
Oh, Wall Kicks
Oh no, and there's a
death
death.
from the rebound of the head.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, there is an out. Wall Kicks has an out. A potential one potential. There's a 25% chance that we'll get bailed out here if this isn't tile room.
Oh my god.
So all you 21 memers about to get juked.
Wow, look at Walter go. The mad lad.
Oh my god, Walter killing it. Commentator's curse? No, okay, well.
Very clean. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Whew.
Nicely done by Walter here.
Dawn Veneer is about to get the bad news.
Bombos.
It's Pompos.
Oh my god.
Well, ice tracks for the win then. All right, nice job by Walter getting it done.
Yeah, very, very about as good as you can do.
There is an advantage that Boomer Friendly does have. They both have that gold sword, so this would be a slightly easier fight for both of them. And there it is. In 20. What does that count? Since Walter found it first, what does it even count as?
I would guess if you're going as a team, it's 20.
I guess so. Dawn, unfortunately, taking a death on Ice Trinex, what we know is the required thing to do. And, yeah, doubling back to tile room.
Yeah, that's what I thought, no Chapato. It would be 20 for Wall Case. Oh!
Walter.
Walter.
After
Walter
that amazing Ice Trinex, just to tie from something so
walks
simple.
into it.
Oh boy, this is by far been the most entertaining part of the seed.
Mm-hmm.
By far. Ugh, Ice Trinex. Ugh. Yeah, Johnny Two Bombs know what's up. It's like that's master using this, and you can have it. I would have picked up that magic.
Yeah.
Like at this point, I'm being a cheapskate, but here's the thing: I already killed Ice Trinex. I'm feeling froggy. I'm like, I got this.
Yeah. Take 2 for
Wall
Wally
kicks.
here. And less room for error as he did in the first attempt.
It's hard to say just what exactly is the hardest part of this fight on the ice. lining up the shots, slashing the heads while they're vulnerable, the main head coming to hit you at the same time you're trying to do all that. It's
yeah.
and
The hardest part I would say is avoiding damage.
yeah, and then trying to do it all quickly. Yeah, and Walkick's not out of the woods yet.
Yeah. He's dead in one hit, I think. Yeah, he's only got blue mail, so
Here we go.
uses the cape, so that's
wisely using that, but oh, the door's open, but you want to kill this thing.
Yeah, no.
Right. True facts, by the way. Sometimes that door opens when Trinex leaves the screen. However, if you follow that lead, that dude will chase you into the next room. So if you're gonna do that, be ready for that thing to climb up right up on your backside. I was really hoping wall kicks would have went the room.
If I was wall kicks there, I'd probably take just a death ward to refill your health. I don't think he has any safeties.
He does not, but he doesn't have that powder. And if he makes it to that fairy room, he'll be fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Getting there is not very difficult, and Walter has already scouted it.
Ooh, nice full magic there.
Yes, Matthew Roden. If you fight Trinex in Ganon's tower, and the door opens before the main snakehead is dead, he will chase you. It is hilarious.
Also helping wall kicks here, the stun prize is a single heart. So
imagine having a good stun prize.
All right.
I'll scrub casual. Unfortunately, taking a death here. And unfortunately seems to be relegated to a red limbo afterlife where there is no escape from. So that's going to set him back a few minutes. Yes, Dawn has successfully made it past Ice Trinex and is now in the process of climbing the tower.
So the last room can throw you here with Randomizer is before.
So here we see the deadliest enemies in the game. As you are flanked and sandwiched by 2 alphabet letters, 1 vowel and 1 consonant, and it's pretty hard to deal with. As you can see, Scrub Casual having a very hard time playing dead in the hopes that they'll go away, but they're just really not leaving.
Solid Aga 2 from Walter here.
That was a precognitive hook shot from wall kicks.
Always nice when you can equip your hook shot here and kill all the enemies.
So killer app. Pen Gators. Great enemy or the greatest enemy?
I'm kind of indifferent on them, but they're not. I'd rather see them than other enemies.
I think they're the best designed enemy in this game. It's an alligator penguin. It's so cool. So Scrub Casual being assaulted by more letters, but narrowly escapes in the confusion. So we're back at it. Curious why Walter felt it was necessary to shoot a fire rod at Ganon right there. But
yeah, and we're coming up on my favorite possible text in the game. You have no bow, you dingus.
not often you see that.
Yeah.
Who's the dingus now? You are the one who is the dingus. How come we never get Mothula in this room? It's always Helmasaur.
Helmasaur, Cold Stare, or Biddy.
No
Never easy.
kidding. No joke. No lies detected. Mothula without the crutch is just a dead insect.
Mm-hmm.
And looks like Walter getting some nice steady rhythm here. Not really going for triples, really taking his time with it.
Mm-hmm.
And Ganon is beginning to explode, proving that he is the one who is, in fact, the dingus. The bow was in our hearts the whole time.
Get your GGs in chat for Walther. He will cross the bridge and finish first place out of 4 runners with a time of 1 hour, 20 minutes, and 7 seconds.
GG to Walter. Scrub Casual is now dropping into this Ice Trinex, so good luck to Scrub Casual there. Dawn is currently on Aga 2 right now at 121.15.
Good for Scrub here too. Has gold swords, so
Really low on magic, and unfortunately takes a death.
Darn.
Again, Walkick's playing real fancy with his health right now. Oh, come on. You gotta do this, man. Why? Why you gotta do this, man?
The legend of wall kicks at work.
Walkick's with no margin for error here. But setting up a nice little triple here and not positioning for another one there. This Ganon is not exactly being cooperative with these placements.
Be able to get us set up a triple here.
I think it'll happen, and there we go. Possibly here as well. So if anyone was wondering, in order to set up triples, the easiest way to do it is to shoot the torch with your choice of fire while Ganon is beginning to start flashing into existence again. The amount of times he flashes before he teleports away is fixed. So if you catch him at the beginning of his flashing cycle, you'll have significantly more time to spin before he teleports away.
And dead is Ganon again, and wall kicks will cross the bridge, giving a game 1 win to NewSwagaJackson. So GG's in the chat for wall kicks. We'll finish with a time of 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 52 seconds. So they will keep their playoff hopes alive for at least another game. So
Indeed.
Congrats to them.
And right behind wall kicks at 123.33, Dawn Veneur just finished.
GG's. Well done.
Dawn Veneur is very, very close to wall kicks there. Really interesting race.
Yeah.
That bull really threw me for a loop. It's amazing how much Dawn was able to do just standing there in front of K45 for as long as he did. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
That's very accomplished.
And joining us here in the booth is our winners, Wallkicks and Walther. GG's, guys.
Oh, GG's.
Yeah.
Boy, that was a fun end to that seed, huh?
Yeah.
Who doesn't love an ice Trinex? Oh, my God.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody doesn't love an ice Trinex.
I felt bad because like I should have taken him down the first time. I actually used the blue potion and still died, and then the second time I killed him without much issue.
Well, the second time you were expecting it.
True.
The first time you were just fearing it.
Whatever it was fine. You know, we still got the win. We played like overall. I thought we did the seed like super nice until the Cane of Samaria.
Mm-hmm.
There was always the possibility that Cane of Samaria was in there. Although nice scouting on that hammer, going right to it right off the bat. Literally the first thing after Dark World Access.
Yeah, I mean, given that I had the potential possibility to do desert as well, like, and I was at least a minute or two ahead of Walther going into Dark World. I figured, let's do some quick checks out of the way that that I know are going to be quick, and Myers Shadow was quick, and sure enough, it gave the hammer right then and there.
Yeah, really interesting about this seed too. You guys ended up skipping doing all of Thieves Town, while Boomer Friendly full cleared their first. I think it was Dominator that full cleared when they first did it and found the bow in the big chest.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about that after the seed, and apparently the bow led to the book as well,
and the book led to another bow.
Yeah.
Great seed. Thank God for Pendant Pod.
We were just happy that Kane wasn't back there because we didn't have much left. Like when I went into Swamp and Walkers went into Meyer, that was like our last checks, except for that one chest in Thieves Town. But we were okay with losing if it was in Thieves Town. We just made that call early. Or one skip.
Yeah, well, that bow certainly led to a very, very wild ride. It was very, very interesting to follow the events following that. And we are joined by Scrub Casual and Dawn Vriner, so GG to you both as well.
GG's.
Hello.
Yeah, GG's.
So we were just discussing the wild ride that this bow in Thieves Town sent us on. This wild goose chase that it turned out to be. But mildly terrifying nonetheless.
Bow leading to bow.
Bow leading to book leading to bow. Really. Which wasn't even necessary because Pendant Pod. How do you like that?
Pendant Pod. Who doesn't like Pendant Pod in Randomizer?
Right. So early on in the seed, we were seeing like a lot of hints that this was going to be Aga required right up until that Titan Smith in Tower of Hera. How close were you all to going right to Aga instead of just clearing everything out?
For us, probably not at all. Like I even called it. I was like, man, this is looking like an Aga seed. And then, like, when he didn't find anything besides the lamp in Tower of Hera, I'm like, oh no. I guess I had to grab that lamp, go up the tower.
It's really risky to do Dark Aga with no lamp and 5 Hearts Green Mail.
Especially in the Randomizer.
Yeah, like in a normal seed maybe. I could see that happening, but in Randomizer it's like there's so many enemies you can't even see, so you can't even like predict almost anything that's gonna happen.
Right. And the ones you can't see are the ones that are the worst since they're probably rollers.
Yeah.
A couple of good rollers this seed.
Yeah, pretty much out of the way. The Beamos were the ones that were the real roadblocks. Just standing there still in the middle of the road.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually what they like to do.
They usually like to stand to the side and shoot you from the side.
Nah.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you give a license to kill.
Yeah, I enjoyed skipping my very free gold sword in Agina's cave. Like I knew
Yeah.
it was there too, and the intention was after desert to go get it, and then I did finish desert and left.
Forgetting
Yeah.
about it, or just being too cool for school.
Just forgetting about it because I also didn't check a checkerboard cave at the time.
Oh boy. Okay.
So yeah, no,
Walter.
I just noped out, and then Walter was like, "Did you check checkerboard cave?" I'm like, "No."
We've all been there. Oh, nice triple scrub casual in that I got 2 fight.
Maybe.
Yeah. Otherwise, it wasn't too bad of a seed. Like, wasn't really like hiccup as far as execution wise, like rooms that were really bad or anything.
Yeah, I think the enemy placement was overall pretty good.
It really was nice, and like how you like after getting to Dark World, like you're just kind of going through like the overworld loop, and once you finish that loop, you got all the items necessary to be like all the bosses. So
Yeah.
it wasn't even like scary to be like going to a dungeon. Like I might not be able to clear this. It's always like, all right, go in and clear it. Go in and clear it.
Well,
Yes.
I always remember, like, every time I think of Randomizer, I think, was it standard Randomizer last year that we had Randomizer?
It definitely
just
wasn't
remember-
standard.
I remember Dawn having to practice standard Randomizer for some reason.
It was a playoff race when you get to
And
choose options.
Hell
There
yeah,
were like
standard
4
Randomizer.
rollers in Escape that were like crossing over each other. And he went I think he had like 4 hearts or something. It was awful. It took him like 10 minutes to do it in the practice day. That's
Yeah.
what I expect when I come into these, is a room like that.
Yeah,
I
I
mean-
think I've seen one this year where Roller was blocking the path to taking Kiki to the pod, so you had to get the cape. I forget where it was, but
Oh,
It was
You
in Eastern
couldn't
Palace
get-
because that was
Oh.
my seed killer.
yeah,
It was mine.
so silly.
I had to do that. Yeah, like stuff like that can happen, and I don't think it's accounted for in the logic.
yeah. I think Randomizer is fun. It's just Randomizer, but like really stupid. But sometimes stupid is really fun too.
Stupid is always
agree.
fun.
That's why I think I enjoy it so much, is because it's that you have to be able to adapt on the spot to anything, because
Yes.
it's always going to be random.
Mhm.
I love it so much, despite how many times I died this time.
Did anyone do Dark Cross in the Dark?
Yeah, I did. It luckily was
Yes.
not that bad.
I caped through it. I think one of the rooms would have been bad, but I was able to cape through it, no problem.
what team got
I know I
Dark Cross
used cape.
first?
Yeah, but I didn't have a lot of magic when I went in, so I barely was able to use it. I definitely almost died, and I'm lucky I didn't.
All right, we see on the restream now that Scrub Casual is finished with a time of 1:29:25. So GG Scrub Casual.
Yo,
Nice.
GG's.
Sticking
Yeah.
out a
You
very
guys-
good time for everybody.
Yeah, not bad for Randomizer for sure. So you guys have one more race against each other. SwagaJackson, you keep your playoff hopes alive, although you still need help from, I think, the 4th place team needs to lose or tie, but you guys are still in it.
Yep, but we're confident because they're racing Skull Kids, and so I'm confident that Gamma and Ramon can work out a win on their end. I know Gamma doesn't like to lose.
Who does? No, I don't. I hate it. You ever see me lose? I get mad, like really mad. I throw things.
But when is your guys' round 2?
We're playing
Tomorrow,
tomorrow
same
same time.
Although
Gotcha.
for Walther, that's an hour later for you because we do fall back. So
This is true. So
Hmm.
set your clocks, everybody.
Well, that's good because that's the time I thought we were racing today.
yes,
And Wallkicks messaged me like an hour before the race started, and I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess I don't make dinner right now."
I'm glad you reached out to me. And
It is indeed a very difficult time to schedule things.
yes. Yeah, looking forward to our second one tomorrow. Hopefully the cane is not in as bad of a spot as in Misery Mire.
And who will be running that for you guys?
I think
Oh,
this is just a
same.
run back.
All 4 of us. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
Right,
yeah, I think that's just straight run back.
Say run back. All right. So round 2 tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern?
Four-
or
4
3
p.m.
o'clock
Eastern.
Eastern? 4 p.m.
Yep.
Eastern. That is after the fall back from daylight savings time.
Yes.
We'll be falling back to Eastern Standard Time. So tomorrow, if you want to catch round 2 of this, tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Thank you guys for your commentary, by the way.
Oh, it was great. Just one thing. So, Dawn, I would apologize, but your screen was frozen for pretty much most of the race. I
That's
did.
what I was going to ask about that.
I did my best to keep everybody apprised as to your as to what you were doing. So, I hope I managed, and I hope I gave everybody a good idea of just how the race went. So, again, we apologize for that technical difficulty, but we did get to see pretty much the entire race, which turned out to be very interesting, especially with a bow. By the way, Gannon, who was the dingus now? All right, looks like that'll.
Because we never found a bow.
Yeah. All right. I guess any other comments you want to mention before we take it away?
No. Just thanks again for the restreams. Thanks for the commentary. Looking forward to probably watching this back and one more tomorrow.
Yeah. Good luck to both of you guys. I know it's
Same to you guys.
still pressure filled, so try not to think about it too much. Just have fun.
Nah, just have fun. Just have fun. Just have a good time.
Always.
Above all else. All right. Well, don't forget to follow each of our runners here: Dawn, Vanilla, Scrub, Casual, Walter the Fourth, and Wall Kicks for their awesome runners and even more amazing people. Love each and every one of you. Thanks again to Nochibato doing quadruple duty on the tracking.
Yeah, well done.
Very, 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 very thankful for that. Amazing job. We really appreciate you for that. And as for me, I'm TJ Maelstrom, joined by Killer App 23. Killer App, take us away.
We will see you next time for more rando action. Have a good night, guys.
Good night, everybody.